Alright, let's try YouTube. I'm usually streaming on Twitch, but let's go ahead and try YouTube. I need to change my icons, get rid of Taric, because I used to play with Taric all the time in League of Legends before they got that stupid anti-cheat crap up. Alright, let's try this again. What we're doing right now is we're doing ABX daily stuff, so let's see how that goes. Man, it's just gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Oh, there's a section for me to put what game I'm playing. There we go. And of course my procs are messed up. Welcome to the live. Usually I stream on Twitch. Figured I would mix it up today, make it fun. Try some YouTube streaming since I upload my videos to YouTube from Twitch. I do like highlights and whatnot and tutorial videos on here. I figured, I'll go ahead and just try to stream on here. Okay, let's delay this just a second so we can actually get the cancel. Thank you. Did not work earlier for whatever reason. You're gonna be jumping center. I'm just gonna wait just a second to make sure I can get cancels in since it did something stupid earlier. think I should still be hitting about 17. This feels low to me. Let's try that again. Hey, Solar. Yeah, I figured I would try it. I was 18 minutes. I was on Twitch and no viewers, and I'm just like, I'll just swap over to YouTube. I know a lot of people have been leaving Twitch because of all of the certain types of videos that end up there instead of just gaming, and it's kind of hit and miss. I just figured I do my tutorial videos here, and I've got a decent amount of followers on YouTube. I figured it doesn't hurt to switch it up a bit. I stopped watching Chiss, just sometimes pop it. Hold on, I'll read in a second. I don't want to screw up my rotation. Bear with me, I'll read what you said. Oh, you don't talk to Rocky on Discord? I do talk to him in Discord, but rare. I got you. Don't talk on Discord regularly. That makes sense. Still, it's always nice to jump into your buddy's streams and help support their streams. I don't know if I could ever make the full switch because I'm a star creator because of... Man, I don't think I'm hitting 17. I'm not doing it terrible. But yeah, I don't think... because of my star creator status. It's based upon my Twitch because I've got enough followers on Twitch. So unless I could switch it over, I would stick with it just to keep my star creator status alone. 16,721,649. That's a pretty crappy score, man. Let's Doctor Strange it up. Right now I'm just keeping the news for Silksong and his server. Can you stream on both platforms at the same time, or are you like partner with Twitch? I'm not a partner with Twitch, dude. I'm not very popular. I don't make any money off of Twitch or anything. I just have enough to be a star creator. I don't know if I can stream off both. I think there's certain things you can do that's supposed to stream to multi-platforms. Apparently they frown on that. I don't know. Oh, it's Thursday. Everyone else is using Storm. I'm still using a Doctor Strange. So you can stream on both platforms at the same time? Yep. If you were a partner, you couldn't stream on both platforms, but since you're not, you can do whatever you want. Cool. I can show you my Storm comparison video, or run, so you can see how much worse I do with Storm. I do pretty close, but I'm not quite there of beating Doctor Strange yet, even with using Thor. Don't you dare fall on me! Oh, that could have sucked. No, you need to get that 4 off. Okay. About to screw me out of doing the cancel here. No, my procs aren't there. That was such a beautiful run. Yeah, my procs are all screwed up now. If it wasn't for my procs, this would actually be a really, really good run. Like 16.5 to 17, but I messed up bad. Jeremiah Judge, would you possibly do a account review? Yeah, sure. You think Mephisto's going to be a two-way character that's meta? Potentially. I mean, when he first came out, he was meta for AB. So a lot of us Alliance Battle players were using him. But he wasn't super meta anywhere else. Like, even though there's some PvP value there, I mean, he was mostly PvE, AB meta for the most part. I feel like he might come back into the meta for at least PvE. I don't know if they're going to make him meta for both. I have 330 hours to reach level 50. Need only 3 levels, so I think I can do it. Keep with it, Solar. I think you'll get there. I really do. 16237 Mostly when I do reviews, Jeremiah, it's more like ask 1 or 2 questions, and then I just give my 2 cents. So if you give me your in-game name and what sort of questions that you're looking for, because general reviews, it's kind of like, well, everyone plays the game mildly differently. So for example, I'm AB focused, so Alliance battles where most of my choices go. But if you're not Alliance battle focused, you might not care about some of the things that I do. So it's kind of circumstantial. I'm gonna play on my phone still for a little bit longer. I'll do world bosses on my phone. Okay, we'll do Thanos. Is there a way to clip things out on here? I don't know if there's things that clip out on here or not, because I know people wanted a Thanos tutorial. They wanted a World Boss Legendary tutorial for every World Boss. Is there timestamps that we can do here? Is there a way to clip things? I don't know. I usually use Twitch, so this is different. I'll just do it, and if needs be, I'll just redo it. Not a big deal. So I'm gonna make this a micro segment for how to beat Thanos. And we'll go ahead and do it on the highest stage possible so I can point out some of the attacks. If I want to do this with Thor, I do have to switch back to his other uniform because he's just not going to do it with his older uniform as easily. So let's go ahead and get this started. All right, so he's not going to be attackable until he hits the center, so you're going to wait until he hits the center, and then you're just going to lay into him. There we go. Pop. Red attacks are pretty much, you avoid them if you can. For the most part, it really doesn't matter too much. Those attacks aren't as brutal as the purple ones. The purple ones, of course, are going to hit you no matter what. So if you can step out of the way of the purple attacks, do that. The red ones, like I said, are not as important to avoid. In a couple minutes here, he is going to get the Black Order. There you go. Look at the top of the screen. You'll see the 2 Black Order characters flashing. I guess you can't see my mouse in this game mode. So at the top of the screen there underneath the hit point bar, you see that Black Dwarf and Ebony Maw are both flashing. So 2 different characters will hop in at the same time. The attacks that they use will be based upon the characters that hop in. So here are the ones for Ebony Maw and Black Dwarf. That Splash. The walls is Ebony Maw. Just kind of avoid them until he goes back to normal and then start wailing on him again. Pretty straightforward. Oh, I just realized who I was using. I'll say, those aren't Thor's attacks. Nope. That's Beta Ray Bill. Now, this one here. So, the first thing to point out here is you'll notice that there's a huge circle in the middle. Obviously, purple, again, is going to penetrate defenses to stay out of the purples. The purple circle appears in the middle, and they will be little, I guess, like a triangle. Like 2 circles with a circle on the end, making tips. And there'll be a total of 6 of these. So there'll be like top, bottom, and then 2 groups on each side. That basically, once that all hits, you ignore that. Then what's going to happen is there's going to be a crisscross purple attack that's going to go into a circle. If you get hit by that, you get stunned. So you want to try to find out where it starts and just kind of run around a circle, following it so it doesn't hit you. Now, when you're running around in a circle, trying not to be hit by this, the big thing to keep in mind is if you are going to slow run towards him because it's a tighter circle, you can get around him quicker. Pretty straightforward. So all of those hit. Now here you go. See how it attacks? You just kind of follow around, run towards him if you need to go a little bit quicker, and then he's back to being able to be pounded on. There's a purple attack again. If you can ignore it or move it out of the way, perfect. If not, no big deal. I have a tendency to brute force my way through these earlier levels. I know it's only stage 19. It does make a difference. Now look, 2 new ones. So this one is going to be Proxima Midnight and Supergiant. So watch the attacks that happen. So you have those. Those are from Proxima Midnight. Supergiant comes at you with the big flashy flash there. And then you're good. You can switch back to your main damage dealer. I will switch just to make sure I do not lose my main damage dealer. It's up to you if you want to do that or not. Alright. Now, Thanos. Old Thanos is going to kill young Thanos. And he's going to give a whole new set of attacks. So this is like the next phase here. So now, old Thanos, you can wail on him right away as soon as you see him. Do so. He's going to do 2 purple dash attacks that are unblockable. So there's 1. And then here's 2. And then you got a few seconds to pound on him before he does his next set of purple things. One of them is where he's going to have a whole bunch of mines sitting on the ground all over the place. There you go. You kind of want to stay away from those dropping rocks if you can, but again, I tank some of the stuff because of Thor's heal and he's a tier 4. It's not a very smart strategy. Oof, he's going to do 2 of those. There's 1. Oh, where's your second one? You usually do 2 of those. Okay, don't do 2 of those. Oh, I guess because he did the beam and he didn't do the dash. There's the dash. Usually does 2 dashes. Where's... Okay. For the most part, it's pretty typical and standard. You see purple, you move away from it. I don't know why he's not doing doubles. Maybe I don't have his pattern as memorized as I thought it was. So there you go. That's basically in a nutshell how you beat Thanos. Takes a lot of moving, a lot of patience, keeping your eyes out for things. Look for identifying flags like which two of his minions of the Black Order are going to be coming in. Just be careful, pace yourself, you'll be fine. Alright, so this is all female now. Okay, so we will take all of y'all out. Who do we have here? So we have Storm. We have a support. So technically, we can stack this up. Your leadership, you, and support. That's stacking it up pretty tight. We'll go ahead and do that for the first run, just see how it goes. And then we want, of course, any sort of energy enhancements is fine. Lightning enhancements also works, obviously, for Storm. You can only use female characters. I don't think I have any lightning female characters but Storm. Oh, no, I do have one. One that has shock. So I'll go ahead and throw in some of these characters that I'm not using elsewhere. And that I don't need on teams. I guess I'll go for some of the shields. So I don't want to use the ones that I can actually use that are tier 4s. So you want to try to grab characters that you're not using on teams. Sometimes people make that mistake and they'll throw in characters and you in fact want to use them as usable, playable characters. So Storm's kind of a glass cannon. I like to practice her rotation for AB, so I'm basically going to do her AB rotation. Sometimes people use different rotations for world bosses versus alliance battle. I don't, because I'm weird. So I'm going to start out with my co-op. 3, 5, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2. 3 again, and we're going to pop into the 6. Let the 6 till there's about 4 seconds on 5, then do a 1, 2. Rinse and repeat. And like I said, she's kind of a glass cannon, so I do have to be careful. I need to be more conscious of the purple attacks. Here you go. I'm going to switch because 2 are coming in. Ebony Maul this time. That's that big circle splash damage. Now watch. The Supergiant should float towards me. Oh, no, she's not going to. I was about to say, usually she does that big stand-up float towards me thing. I guess it's different with each one. Each time they come in. And here you go, there's that big shape. I'm going to switch just to be safe, run around in a circle, find out where it starts. Hopefully you don't get hit when it starts. Don't know what happened there. He didn't do his... I skipped a phase somehow. I'm not sure how that happened, but I'm not going to complain. Yeah, Black Order time. I'm going to switch again. Black Swan, there's a big... Oh, all those little dash slashes. I think that's Swan, isn't it? No, that's not Swan. Huh. Either way, that's why I switched there, because sometimes you mess up and you don't want to lose your main damage dealer, so make sure you're swapping characters. So Swan was jumping on top of me that time, and... really? Again, you're going to interrupt me? We've seen these two before. We know the pillars are gonna go. Ooh, I have no one to swap to now. I gotta be really careful. I don't know if I'm gonna clear this. And here we go. Remember, beat on him as soon as you can, because he's gonna do the 2 dashes at the beginning, and apparently he does not repeat that pattern. I thought he did. Because once he starts stepping towards you, like that, there we go. And he's going to do it one more time at least. And now I can beat on him again for a little bit. And now he's going to do the meteors, so just move around, make sure you don't get smeeshed. Then you can beat on him again for a little bit. Here's some more. I thought he did 2 of those. Apparently he's not going to do 2 of those. Oh, there it is. I knew he did 2 of those. Man, some of these patterns are hard to recognize. So he didn't do 2 that time. Oh, this might suck. Oh, I survived it. Because I was inside the purple circle when he attacked, and that's not good. Damn! It's tricky. It's tricky. I think we can do it, though. We're going to go again. Let me hold my phone in front of my fan because it gets super hot to play on your phone. I usually like to use an emulator. Feel free to jump in the chat if folks have questions or things they want to talk about. I don't mind, chitty chatty. Got live chat up on the right. Got my dual monitors going on. Feel free to jump in and join the conversation. Man, there's a delay. I'm resetting right now, but looking at the live, I can see I just now died in the live. Now it says World Boss Raid ended, and now it shows him stomping. Now it says mission failed. That's the delay going on, man. It's like a 2 or 3 minute delay. That's rough. All right, let's go ahead and try that again. Now that my phone is a tiny bit cooler, got to play it really safe. Try not to lose characters earlier, and go from there. Should see the Black Order soon, like right here, yeah. So you can see Black Dwarf charging at me, and you can see Black Swan doing the circles again. And now here's that big storm dealy, and then you follow it around in a circle if it'll actually pop this time. Man, that's twice it skipped it. Oh, because I swapped characters. I didn't know you could skip it by swapping characters. That's actually kind of cool. So there you go. Swap characters, and you can prevent that. I didn't realize that that was a possible deal. I was just trying not to lose my main damage dealer. Ooh, switch, 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 switch. So you can see Proximus throwing those things, and there's Supergiant floating towards me. That one's nice to counter dash behind him when he's doing the purple attack. This way you can get out of the way of it. Yeah, he's doing his minions again. Oof, that's a lot of stuff everywhere. Just avoid those purple attacks for the most part. It kind of broadcasts what they're about to do. You just move out of the way for the most part. Ah, should have saved my 6. That was a waste. I know I said jump on him right away, but everything's on cooldown. Alright, now he's going to do his purple attack dashy things. Actually, I guess he did them, and I survived. I'm going to switch here because I can't run away from the meteors at the moment. And I'm going to switch it up with some Scarlet Witch. Alright, what are you going to do now? Ooh, you going to do one of those? One more? Nope. Okay. What are you going to do now? Okay, dash. Yeah, of course you're going to do the big circle now. Still, I think I got him this time. I think I have enough. Oop, I'm too far away to cancel skills. That I hate when that happens, when the skills can't be canceled because you're too far away. There you go. I knew I could do it. Just had to stick with it. Got an emblem for him, but I think I already have a 6-star, so I don't think I need his emblem. Alright, who's next on the agenda? I think we can do this, even though we have no lead or support. I'm pretty sure we can do this with Luna Snow. Question is, who do we put in with her? Probably characters we can switch to that do decent enough damage. So I assume someone like Psylocke. Psylocke might be able to do it on her own, though. You're kind of a filler. You've got a leadership. You've got a leadership. Let's throw in Rogue, maybe. And then mostly try to... Yeah, let's see what we can do here. See if we can't clear it on a level higher. Switch just in case everyone makes mistakes. And I don't even remember her rotation. It's been so long since I've used Rogue. Apparently switching can skip. Yep. Switching can skip. That's kind of cool. I think that's Proxima Midnight throwing those blades there, which looks like it is the case. Does announce on the screen, it says the Black Order's coming in. So as soon as you see the Black Order, just look, see who's going to attack you so you can get an idea of what attacks might be coming your way. Message retracted. Well, Small Equeak, welcome. I don't know what message you originally had, but cool. Thanks for coming in. Always good to see more people. How's your day going? How you like a Marvel Future Fight? No! Too many meteors. Oof. I love that she's got decent sustain, but you really got to get out of the way of those attacks. You take too many of those meteors to the face and you're gone, even as Lena Snow. I think we got this first try. Yep, we got it. We got it. It's done. Done diddly done. Success. Let's keep climbing if we can. So that's Luna. And then over here, I don't know if I can do this with Strong or not. I'm gonna try with Jean. And I'm probably just going to throw in some fillers. And then I can try with Crescent and or Sharon Rogers and go from there. This is my third team, right? Yes, team 3. Hello! Welcome! Bunny Blue, good to see you. How's life going? Should have some fire, folks. Flame. Flame on! And we got energy, folks, to spare. Ooh, Phoenix, folks. Yes. That'll do it. That'll do it. That'll be good. 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 How is it with you? Not too bad. Not too bad. Just kind of figured I'd try streaming on YouTube. Usually I'm streaming on Twitch. Just thought I'd mix it up a little bit today. I did do my half hour or so on Twitch, but I wanted to switch it up. Black Order time. Move, 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 move. You can see Black Swan comes right at you with his big circles, and Prox is doing those crisscross blades throwing through the air. Now this is one thing I'll do. I'll sit on my 6 until she spreads her arms when I'm doing world bosses. But I do not do that when I'm doing AB, because you want to cancel it as soon as she rises into the air. You don't let it play out. I know some people let it play out. Nah, you don't need to. Her old uniform you need to, not the new one. Or most recent, since it's not new anymore, right? Oof. Black Dwarfs. No! Survived. Ebony Maw and Black Dwarf. You noticed? Ooh, I might need a switch there. I can survive this, right? Yeah, there we go. We were talking about Jean. Jean is a beast. That uniform was like 2 years old, I think. This one? Yeah. Dark Phoenix. Almost. We got him. We got him. Jean is a beast. Definitely a tank. Got him. It's not too bad. Think that's the last run I got for today for World Boss, I think. Always do World Boss Legendary Plus, so that I can get all of the materials for upping gear. Of course, working on Doctor Strange. Oh, no, I do have another run. See, she has a leadership, which is not terrible. She has a leadership, which is about the same, but this one's got the extra increase all speed. I feel like Sharon Rogers is going to do a better job, but I don't think I got a lead for Sharon. I guess I can have her self-lead, and I can throw in... Guess I'll throw in Psylocke as a backup. And we'll go down here to all the energy attackers, since we're running out of the leadership attackers, and we'll throw in some of these folks. See what we can't do here, right? Anyway, I can't, LOL, because I have 3 T4s? 3 tier 4s? You mean you can't play this game mode because you don't have enough tier 4s? I mean, you could technically do 1 clear a day, but... Okay, here we go. Here's the money shot. As long as he don't move on me. Which he might. Yeah, close enough. Come on, come on. Don't move. Yay. Wow, I wasn't charging up the whole time. Got a charged mighty energy. Alright, let's run around and charge her up again. There we go. I think I should have waited longer for the 5. I don't think her ice clones appeared. And no proc on that one. Brutal. I don't know why I interrupted the 4. Apparently I really wanted to interrupt my 4. I don't know why. Alright, stay over here. Let's go ahead and switch it up. So he can stop attacking me. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be clearing this. Okay. Oh, because he was untargetable. I'll say I don't know why my stuff's not firing off, but it's not. There we go. Yeah, I don't think this is working. Let me try again with Psylocke. I'm trying to remember Psylocke's rotation. Might need to check my notes on that, though. 3, 4, 5. Oh. Not 5, 4, 4, 5. Let me try that really quick. See if Psylocke takes her down quicker. She might. Usually Sharon Rogers, though, is better for world bosses. Oh, I can't move. That, wow. That almost one-shotted me. Here we go again. Also, I don't feel like using my 3 good characters for a day. Nah, that makes sense. You'll eventually get more tier 4s. Just takes time. You're working on your Doctor Strange? Yeah, with his zombie uniform, he's pretty darn powerful. He's no longer, like, top meta for PvE, though. Storm is actually outperforming him. So if you can get hold of Storm, you're actually better off. Unless you need a male villain. I think I'm having the same trouble here I was having with Sharon Rogers. I think there's a little bit of an underperformance going on. Yeah, I don't think this is happening either. Let me try one more time with Crescent. And then if that don't work, I'm just going to call it. And then just do a lower level. I don't think the clear is going to happen. So, put you in. I feel like you're both doing about the same. I'll do it like that. Just to try it. We'll see what happens. I just realized I have all energy support strikers. Let's reset that and give that all physical support strikers. Well, I am trying to get the Midnight Suns team-up collection right now, at least because that also helps me with Ghost Rider. Fair. Fair enough. Yeah, I've been trying to max that out forever. I keep failing. It's pissing me off so much because of the fail after fail after fail after fail. Cannot even believe the number of times I've had failures. It's just absolutely insane. Okay. I can easily do Storm, it's just that I had a good choice between Doctor Strange or Storm, and I chose Strange. But I'll get her upgraded. I just need the uniform as well. Right. Absolutely. They're attacking Io, the Spirit Bear. Huh. Not again. Because I got Storm Tier 3 before the X-Men uni, so I went with Strange. Yeah, no. All good. I mean, this game has choices. There's no right or wrong way to play it. I was just letting you know that Storm is outperforming Doctor Strange when maxed out. Max build to max build, she seems to be just a little bit stronger. I mean, it's not like night and day in my opinion, but I mean, she is stronger. They also serve different niches, like I said, though, because, you know, one is a male villain and one is a female hero. That alone will make a difference. One is a mutant, one is a human. So eventually, I mean, you want both, obviously, but You're still in the decision making. I mean, obviously, for me, Doc Strange is my favorite character, and I dump every bit of resource I have into him, maxing him out at all times as quickly as possible. And anytime there's a way to upgrade or level anything up, it is always Doctor Strange that I work on because, well, I'm a fanboy. He's my favorite. I've been, as far as Marvel goes, I've been reading him longer than any other character. There's other characters I liked as a kid too, and I still do, but Doctor Strange is number one for me in Marvel. When I was younger, I don't think he was my favorite Marvel character at first. I think I always liked him, but I liked other characters more in Marvel. And I keep saying Marvel specifically because my first favorite superhero was Superman. Yeah, I don't think this is happening either. This seems almost as bad as the other one. I don't think I'm clearing this on this level with the characters I have left. So I have some options. Ugh. I'm a Spot fan. You know, the guy from Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, I hear you. I'm not familiar with Spot. I don't know if I've ever seen him before this game. I don't know if I drop this down, if this is worth doing either. I feel like my closest clear was going to be with Sharon, but I might just drop it down to this and then just use someone else altogether. For example, this team should be able to clear this fairly easily. Guess we'll throw in a filler character. Oops. Cleared out my other strikers. I didn't mean to do that. I can still do the highest possible one and try to get the boss level up higher too. Alright. Let's see how he does with his new CTP. Like I said, run fast towards him. That's a good way to get away from that. Or swap characters and it disappears. And we'll save that for the stab because I know the stab is coming up. And we'll go right into it. 3, 5, 7, 4. Wait for the big boom. 4, 3. I do have his artifact, so I will survive even if he zeroes me out. At least once, then I gotta be careful while it recharges. Yeah, he does okay with this CTP. And as much as League of Legends has been pissing me off, this uniform reminds me of Thresh. It does. It reminds me of Thresh. Who I used to play, even though I never mained him. All right, that's it. That's the world boss. I'm going to switch back over to my emulator real quick. 1 second. Phone getting hot enough for one day. I love playing with the gamepad. So much easier. Seriously, I really wish Marvel Future Fight would just switch this stuff up and make it to where you could play it on Steam or something. Got to do Otherworld battle, team battle, world event, all this stuff. I want to make sure they're doing that dailies chain. Which for the most part I've been keeping up with pretty decently. Oops. Like to burn off my energy before I collect those. Too late. Alright. Honestly, I don't really have anything left besides, like, just base burning stuff. It's gonna be like autoplay stuff now, so. Any final questions or comments? Now's your time, because I'm probably gonna end the stream. Appreciate those of you who swung by or are checking this out afterwards and watch this long to the end. Yeah, good times, fun times. I'll wait a few since there seems to be a delay whenever I stream to YouTube for some reason, just to piss me off. Nothing? All right. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all have yourself a great